Anybody did lose a glass case at the end of this morning, come up here to get it. We'll leave it right here. I am Howard Rosbach, owner and janitor at Firesteed, and I'm honored to be president of Oak BC 2014. I want to thank the kind folks at Evergreen Aviation for hosting our alumni campers as remedial trainees and extra counselors. What brings us here together? Hosting wineries to introduce themselves, name, winery, and ABA.
So again, if I go out in a vineyard and I measure sugar, I have no idea what the skins taste like. That's not going to get you the information you need. So going out of the vineyard and tasting the skins.
Or the juice, for that matter.
Or the juice. Some people will actually take the grapes and crush them and let them soak and then taste it after it's soaked some of the extracts out of the skin.
Someplace it never intended to go. It's really important to realize that. We ask him to do
in this case, what you're looking at is a single cane Guillot system. There's a 2-cane Guillot system where these two vines would go tip to tip. These two vines would have 2-year-old wood tip to tip. And then there's also the ones that where you would see this second-year wood would actually be left on there year after year after year, and you basically prune to these spurs called spur prune or cordon train. This would be the cordon if it were left to age. But in Oregon, typically your best fruiting wood is 1-year-old wood that these shoots can grow from.
Some of you may have been exposed to the importance of soil, but Nadine and I are here to give you a little education on the importance of soil. We dig into the center row. First of all, it's very easily penetrated. That's because it's very fluffy. It's got air in it. Second, when you examine the soil, here you can look and examine and give me some more scientific explanation of the beauty of a healthy soil.
Well, I think what Mike is trying to get at is when you have a very well-structured soil, it crumbles easily, but it holds its aggregates. And so part of what keeps these aggregates together are organic glues like fulvic acid and humic acid, things that are the secretions or byproducts of the animals that travel through the earth. And so I want to talk about just a little bit of a spectrum, so to give you guys an idea. So if you have a building site where the soil has been disturbed and prepped for building on top of.
This is a volcanic pit. This is technically a Jory soil, but this was a little unusual. We can start going through the pit now. There's a lot of us. The A horizon is something that you'll notice that it's a little lighter in color, sort of tending toward brown. It's had a lot of weathering and leaching happen. Rain is slightly acidic. As it moves down through the soil, it will put minerals and nutrients into solution. It will
probably succeeded. I think it's okay.
Preparation for today. The 4 of us and 4 of our industry chosen wines based on quality and diversity of styles. We focused on the three most important varieties in Oregon. Chardonnay, Pinot Oregon, as some of you already know. We also work with plenty of other white varieties. Viognier, Pinot Blanc, Bruno Veltliner, Sauvignon Blanc, Albarino, Marsanne, Roussanne. There's a lot of different mesoclimates. Real niches for some of these other varieties. The big 3 are the ones we're going to be tasting today. To give you a bit of some statistics, to give you some context of this tasting, approximately, and some of these guys might correct me on my statistics, because like all statistics, they're sort of fluid.
20 years, from 87 to 07, and so they're really cool. They're super efficient. You need a lot of manpower, a lot of shoot up hands.
So if you're going to keep them in there for 2 days, this would not be a very appealing option. But if it's just for a few hours, it's not.
Here, really rudimentary, simple 1.5 ton fermenters. You can see these don't have any. If you have a particular block, you can mess around with whole cluster versus whole berry.
One of the things that we can do to make adjustments is the temperature of the grapes that come in before fermentation.
Taste it, nice juice, pretty pale pink color, and then every day it gets darker and darker and richer. So I'll start 10 days into this process.
What we have to do now is get it out of the fermenter and into some aging vessel, whether it's a barrel or something else. We'll talk about in a moment. The first question is, do you want to go to barrel clean or dirty? And people say, oh, I never want to argue about that surface area. It shows the beauty of new wood, but also really showcases our
It messes with the reproductive cycles in the bugs. And it's like, huh. Well, so if you spray this down on the ground, it messes with reproduction.